Like, you might be somebody who's used to things being handled for you. I'm not gonna lie, the word I'm hearing is spoiled. Hello everybody, welcome back to your daily tarot tea with me. I will be doing my daily predictions for all signs for today, which is Wednesday, December 22nd, okay? Same special as before, I have 50% off. These are my tarot readings. You can use the code DEC at my website at tarotwithtea.com and book your personal reading. This special lasts all the way until December 31st, so take advantage while you can. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, jump right in with my Aquarius. I am using my Wandering Moon Tarot deck today, okay? So, what is coming towards my Aquarius today for Wednesday, December 22nd? What is coming towards my Aquarius today? A trail, a crumb, 8 of Wands is your overall energy. So that's like forward movement, things getting in momentum. It's like you're getting crumbs of things. So let's see. The Magician in reverse. The 4 of Stars. So, and the 4 of Swords in reverse. I think you have to, you're getting crumbs of reality. So you may have wanted things to go a certain way and things to be, you know, how you wanted them to be. And I think you have to learn to let go of how you predicted things. Like, oh, it should have looked like this, or this should have felt like this, or, you know, I shouldn't have felt like that. But I think you're starting to get a little breadcrumbed in the correct direction, okay? 9 of Stars in reverse, the 8 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I just think it's not what you expected, but it's still moving forward. And you have to get used to the way things are now going. And that's it. I mean, it's kind of like when you get a new job, you expect it to be like this, that. Then you get there and you really see what the job is like. You know, it's not what you expected, but you have to get used to it. It's something new, okay? So Aquarius, today you might be trying like to get acclimated in where you are and get used to it. Get used to the new reality, okay? Not bad. It's just you have to let go of what you thought it would be and accept it for exactly how it's presented to you, okay? Pisces. What is coming towards my Pisces today for Wednesday, December 22nd? What's coming towards my Pisces? We have the 9 of Wands as your overall energy in reverse. You're beating a dead horse somewhere. Where is that? We have the King of Moons in reverse. Moons in this deck represent cups, okay? So King of Cups in reverse. This is why you're upset. You're beating a dead horse. 6 of Swords in reverse. So you have to learn to let the past be the past, okay? The Judgment in reverse. You're beating a dead horse. You're trying to get something out of nothing. I believe this is an old situation. Some of you guys, this could be, I think this is a love situation because, or maybe some of you guys, this could be an old friendship you're trying to rekindle, but I'm really getting more of a love situation. You're beating a dead horse, trying to put a spark in it's done, okay? Like, you're trying to get this spark and you have trouble. You're not fulfilled. And it's like, I don't think you're ever going to get that fulfillment, that same fulfillment that you had before. And it's going to continuously upset you because nothing feels like the first time, okay? The first time you're around somebody, you know, you might get butterflies and it's just beautiful and before all the arguments and all the bullshit. And then once you start to, you know, kind of wipe away that layer and you really, you know, get to see each other for who they are. You start to grow apart. Things are said. You know, you can't ever kind of go back to how things originally started. Like, I don't think that's really possible, just because of history. So it's like, I don't know if that's what you're longing for, those feelings. Also, people grow. That's very important. You should be growing as well. If you're in the same position that you were, you know, even a year ago, that's really not the best. So people grow, and that's also what really can change a relationship. If you're still looking for that same person from before, you're most likely not going to get it, because hopefully that person has grew as well as you. So you guys are kind of evolving. The relationship is evolving, and you have to kind of take it for what it is. And I feel like the longer you have this false reality that you're going to get back to that place, the longer you're going to be in this King of Cups in reverse energy, okay? So you have to kind of look at things how they are. If you want to make something right or continue it, you have to change your expectations of it, because you're not the same person that you were when you started that relationship, okay? Aries. What is coming towards my Aries today for Wednesday, December 22nd? What's coming towards my Aries today? Six of Wands in reverse. I don't know if some of you guys are gonna like end up feeling embarrassed today. The Chariot in reverse. The Two of Wands. And the Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I don't know if something is going to come off like embarrassing. I don't think anyone's going to expose you. I think it's something that you're going to do, and you're going to perceive it as being embarrassing. I don't think. Okay. So the Two of Wands is really about looking on to something. So I think something embarrassing is going to happen to you. Like, you're going to think it's embarrassing, and then you're going to wait to see how does the other party or the other parties react to what they just seen about you or heard about you, or what was finally revealed about you. And this is clarified by the Tower and the Emperor. Okay. I think this is a time for you to really show who you are. In the sense of, this is me. Like, I don't know if there is something you are hiding about yourself that will kind of be revealed to others. And to you, it's embarrassing, but I think you're going to see it's not as embarrassing to others. You might have, like, I don't know, maybe you have like a secret that you like to keep to yourself. You don't like people to know about. And when people do, you don't like kind of want them to see that side of you, and you might kind of run it away or like distance yourself because you didn't want them to see that side of you, possibly. And I think they're going to be like welcoming, like a village, like a community is what I'm hearing. It's like, you know, hey, this is okay that you're going through this, or, you know, I went through this, or I know somebody who's going through this, like something of that nature. Like, they're going to see a part of you, and you're going to learn that it's okay not to hide it, okay? It's a Tower moment. You're going to know it's okay. You don't have to hide it. And you have the Emperor here, which is great. So it's like kind of standing in that power. Yeah, I think good things is going to come from this. This will be something that's really going to develop your self-esteem a little bit. Like, because I feel like this is something that you've always hid from people. And you're finally going to be able to say, hey, this is me. This is what happened. And they're going to be like, it's okay. You know. So I think this will be a good Tower moment for you to stop hiding something, okay? Taurus. What is coming towards my Taurus today for Wednesday, December 22nd? I'm hearing a lollipop song. Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop. Boom, boom, boom. Overall energy is the Death card in reverse. Is that the Rockin' Robin song? Or is Lollipop a whole different song? It could be a whole different song. I'm trying to think. Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, lolly, lolly. King of Wands in reverse. I think you might miss being a kid. You might miss being a kid today. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, because now I'm hearing the song Ain't It Fun. I believe that's by Paramore. If I said it right. Two of Wands. I think you miss being a kid today. Ain't it fun being in the big world, you know, living on your own? Ain't it fun? You know, nobody to run to. Ain't no crying to your mama because you on your own. I don't know if a parent might actually be putting a stop to something. Like, I don't know if someone who was always there, a parent, a grandparent, aunt, whoever, like really, really coddled you or like help, like, you know, pushed you along the way, helped you, or when things were bad, you know, they, you know, rubbed your back. It was like, oh, it's okay. You know, if that person is giving you a little bit of tough love today and you're like, what the fuck? What do I do now? Like, you might be somebody who's used to things being handled for you. I'm not gonna lie, the word I'm hearing is spoiled. Temperance in reverse, we have the Knight of Moons. So what I think you're gonna kind of learn out of this is that shit don't happen unless you make it happen, okay? So you might be used to somebody making sure things are good for you or everything's straight, and now you might have to do this on your own. And you might see it's not as easy as it, you know, as it's been. Temperance in reverse, I think you're just going to learn like the ins and outs of something. And you're gonna have to learn that this is life. Like this, you're gonna have to be patient with it. You're gonna have to learn like this isn't easy, or wow, somebody went through this every time I asked for this or something. Like you're gonna start to grow up, long story short. So whoever kind of helped you out in life might try to put a stop to it and be like, hey, this is, I really hope, I don't know what age you are. So it's kind of like if somebody, a parent always made like your doctor's appointments or something. And I was like, okay, you're a big girl, you're a big boy, go make it yourself. And you're like, oh shit, what? Like you're just kind of used to people doing stuff for you. And now it's like, okay, you can do this on your own. So I think you're going to be pushed to do things on your own today. Gemini. What is coming towards my Geminis today for Wednesday, December 22nd? What's coming towards my Geminis? Okay. I'm hearing a bottle full of sand. Knight of Swords, I'm sorry, Knight of Stars, which are pentacles in this deck. Knight of Stars in reverse. A bottle full of sand. A water bottle full of sand. So, what the fuck does that mean? I mean, okay, when we think about it, I'm hearing a well ran dry. King of Swords. The Judgment in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse. The well ran dry. Listen, if you're, you know, it's like, imagine you being extremely thirsty and you want to go get a bottle full of water and you have a bottle full of sand. The well ran dry. Nine of Swords in reverse. But let me see, because you have the King of Swords here. I think you might hit like a money problem. I definitely think And it's going to force you to really think, okay? King of Swords. It's going to force you to really think like, damn, how can I get this money right? You might have made a bad investment as well. I'm hearing that for some of you guys, you made a bad investment. So if you're somebody who invests money somewhere, you do property, stocks, all that stuff, you might find out you had a bad investment and now you have to get the ball rolling. We do have the 8 of Wands here, so that's things moving forward. So do I think you'll be able to come out of this? Yes, but I do think you're going to hold on to any bit of money you have. 4 stars, so you don't want to spend it any type of way. The Judgment in reverse, we have the Temperance in reverse, and the 6 of Moons. You're going to really have to learn how to balance this. You're going to have to really learn how to balance this money. It's not the end of the world. I can fuck it up and get it right back. Yeah, Dolph. So, I believe you will bounce back, but you have to be very sparing on how you use your money, okay? Be very sparing on how you use your money. I do believe you will bounce back from whatever bad investment you had or where you invested your money at. I don't know if you even, some of you might have not had an investment. Some of you may have been relying on a source of income, okay? I don't know, like, oh, I got this check coming or so-and-so supposed to pay me this money. And you're like, fuck, it's not coming anymore. Like, you're going to have to hold on to whatever pennies you have and make it work. Go be a go-getter, get your money, you know, put in some overtime or something. Some of you guys may be sick and cannot work. So something of that nature, the way you planned your money out isn't going to happen in that way, okay? All right. Cancers. What is coming towards my Cancers today for Wednesday, December 22nd? The Temperance in reverse. Okay. You gotta learn to water your plants, baby. You know, you can't expect things to grow and you're not even watering them. That's very important for you. Knight of Wands in reverse. You have to feed things, okay? You want to see growth in something, but you're not putting it in. 5 of Wands in reverse. You need to make some changes to how you go about your projects. Page of Wands, okay? So you have to really step it up a notch. You know, if you want something to manifest, if you want to see the fruits of your labor, you got to do some labor, okay? You need to put a little bit more love into things in order to see them really grow. That's really that message for today. You might start to like, why is this not growing? Why is this not doing what I wanted to do? Why am I not, you know, in the place I want to be? You have to put in more work, okay? So you really need to water those plants around you, okay? Really water those things and put into those things so they can produce the results you want. Treat it like your baby. Leo. What is coming towards my Leos today for Wednesday, December 22nd? What's coming towards my Leos today? 8 of Wands. Okay. This card is coming out a lot and I like it. A lot of forward movement, momentum. Let's see what the message is though. The 8 of Moons in reverse. So I think you're starting to realize that something isn't really giving you much and it's time to move on from it. 4 of Stars. Yeah. The 4 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so in this deck, they have 3 extra cards. One of them is the full moon, okay? Yours is in reverse, okay? I I think what you started to notice, like I just said it though, you started to notice it's not for you. I think it's the best way to put it. Like whatever it wasn't for you. Like it just wasn't all that. And you want a little more, you want something that's going to really work for you. 3 of Stars, that's really all about cooperation, things working together. You want something that works for you. And I think you're going to start to let go of this hold that you had on something. Sometimes we get into things and people start to associate us with them. Like, oh, don't you do, oh, you're a painter, right? Or, oh, you're a photographer, right? And you might be like, I don't even like photography anymore. But that's how people know you as like a photographer. And you're like, whatever. Like, I think you're starting to be like, okay, I don't really care for this anymore. You're starting to let it go. And you're starting to let go of how people identify you with it, okay? And you might not know where you want to go. And that's the reality too sometimes. You might not know where you want to go. Where are you going? 5 of Wands reverse. You want a lot of change and fulfillment. We have the 5 of Wands and the Queen of Moons in reverse. I'm sorry, yeah, 5 of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Moons in reverse, okay? So you want some change. You're going towards a change. You might not know what you want to be associated with, but I think it'll just come to you over time. Like, things will just, like, you'll start to wake up one day and be like, wow, I really, really like that, you know, and really go towards that one. Because whatever it is people are trying to associate you with right now, it's just not you. And you're realizing that, like, this isn't me. This isn't, you know, what I want to be associated with, okay? Virgo. What is coming towards my Virgos today for December 22nd? What can my Virgos expect for Wednesday, December 22nd? Ooh, we're getting this a lot. 4 of Swords in reverse. Overall energy. We have the King of Moons in reverse. The 3 of Moons. The Chariot in reverse. You want a lot of happiness right now. It's just like, okay, you see how this person is sitting? They're like looking up at the moon here. In a position, kind of, you know, asking for some guidance. I feel like you're more begging for guidance. I do. Like, that's the word I'm hearing. Begging for guidance and forgiveness for the routes that you took, the road that you went down. And you're really wanting some guidance. I think you're losing a lot of momentum and a lot of hope. So I just heard this. Hope is bestowed upon yourself, okay? That's exactly what I just heard. And a lot of forgiveness. And you cannot beat yourself up for where you are. Like, this is your reality. We can't go back in time and change anything. So beating yourself up isn't really going to fulfill you. Like, it's not going to do anything for you. We have the 3 of Moons clarified by the Page of Swords in a Justice. And I think it's important for you to know things will eventually balance their selves out, okay? Like, if you're having a tough time where you're at mentally, just know that things will definitely just balance out, okay? It's tough. I get it. Like, damn, how did I get in a situation? How did I end up with this person? How did I lose that, you know, job? How did I just be so careless? But you can't, just learn from it. I say that all the time. You can't go in the past, but you can always learn from it and pay attention to what did you do last time so you don't repeat the same thing, because history repeats itself if not corrected, okay? So things will balance itself out. I think that's important for you to know with this Justice card. But you have to keep going, and you have to learn to start trusting yourself. All you can do is try to make things right And you may feel like you put in just so much energy into something, into the wrong thing. And that could be possible. So, you know, go back and say, well, what were the signs? How did I know when it was time to stop putting my energy into that? Like, how did I know when it was time to stop putting all my funds towards it? You know, trusting your intuition. You have the High Priestess, but it's in reverse. You have to learn to trust your intuition more. Hierophant, just go make things right. And move forward, you know, just learn a lesson. I say that all the time, learn a lesson. No, things will balance itself out. You have to keep that hope and give yourself forgiveness. Otherwise, you will be stuck in this place. Beating yourself up isn't going to change anything. But encouraging yourself to keep moving forward will change a lot. Your mind is very powerful, okay? It's very powerful, so use it wisely. Seriously. Libra. What is coming towards my Libras today for Wednesday, December 22nd? What's coming towards my Libras? Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Is it float like a butterfly, sting like a bee? Two of Wands is your overall energy. You gotta be quick today. You gotta be quick, like, is that an actual thing? What is it? It's a rabbit, a trickster. Like, that's what I'm seeing. Like, you gotta be quick on your feet. Hop, hop, hop. This, that. Like, you gotta be quick with your actions. Do something, and then I see you just sitting back waiting to see what happens. Okay, doom, doom, doom. Let me see here. We have the Page of Moons in reverse. You got to shake to make something happen. 8 of Wands, which is good. The Hermit in reverse. Hermit in reverse is clarified by the Strength card and the Queen of Swords here. So, it's like you're going to be real quick hopping around, because I think you're just trying different things. Like, to find your niche, you got to kind of get your feet wet. And I think you're going to be doing a lot of things to see what feels good to you. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Emperor. I think you're going to be doing a lot of things to see what feels right. Like, here, boom, boom, boom. Here, boom, boom, boom. How did I like that? You know, it's like you're trying to feel out what feels good to you. What gives you a spark? You have the Ace of Swords and the Hangman. And I feel like eventually doing this, something will kind of spark in you to be like, that was it. That's what I wanted to do. So you're trying to find your niche today, okay? So you might be trying to just see what feels right to you today, okay? All right. Some of you guys, that might have to do with dating. I just felt the need to say this. Some of you guys, it might have to do with dating. You might, you know, spend a little time here and it's like, you know, well, let's see how this person responds to this, you know, and then go from there. Like, you're trying to find the right place to be or be with, who to be with, okay? Scorpio. What is coming towards my Scorpios today for Wednesday, December 22nd? What is coming towards my Scorpios today? Knight of Stars in reverse. I'm getting very, very tired from this. But I believe this is your energy. Oh, God. Because, like, I want to yawn so bad. I just want to stretch and lay in the bed. Like, oh, what's up, Scorpios? Like, I can barely keep my eyes open. 7 of Wands. So some of you guys might need some rest. 4 of Stars. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You might also be very tired with a situation. I think so. Yeah, you're putting a lot of work into something. Three of Swords in reverse, the Sun card in reverse. Yeah, I think it's getting very tiring. It's like, I'm trying my best. I'm putting in all this effort to get minimum cooperation with a second party. And I think it's so tiring. It's like I give up. I give up. That's what I'm hearing. I'm done. I'm through. And you know what, damn it, if someone is not reciprocating to you, maybe you should. Like, you shouldn't always be the only person putting in all the effort and all the work. And it might be like every time you go to do this, or every time you're trying and it's not being appreciated. I think that's how you feel. And it's very heartbreaking. We have the Three of Swords in reverse here. It's like you're losing momentum. So like, if you're doing like really good for somebody, it's like the reward system, the positive reward system. And that goes for a lot of things, even your body. When things are going right and you get like positive feedback or get rewarded for it, you're most likely to keep going. If you do stuff and you get like no positive feedback or no reward, you're most likely gonna stop. So I feel like you're losing momentum. That's a natural thing that happens to us. Even our bodies respond in ways like that. You just want things to be a little more balanced. You feel like it's not fair. You want something else. You feel like this is, so you know what you're doing is right, okay? You're proud of, you know, the efforts that you put in, but now you feel like, I just need to take this elsewhere because I'm trying to put in all this effort here and it's not being reciprocated nor appreciated. And I ain't mad at you, Scorpio. I'm not, okay? Sagittarius. What is coming towards my Sagittarius today for Wednesday, December 22nd? What's coming towards my Sagittarius today? Ten of Moons. Okay, Ten of Moons is your overall energy. Also heard like bird in the sky. All right, Sag, let's see. We got the Two of Wands. The Nine of Moons in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse. I don't know if you want to be picked for something. We have the Eight of Moons here and the Five of Wands in reverse. I don't know if you want to... I don't know if you're watching something. You most likely are watching a scenario. This could be somebody else's. This is an interesting story. So you could be watching something play out with another like situation. And this might not have anything to even do with you. Like, this might just be a friend that you're watching. You might watch a friend go through something. And I think you're trying to see the outcome in relation to how you might move about something. Okay, so it's like, okay, this is just a wild example. Like, let's say you watched a friend, I don't know, get cheated on, and you're watching them fix a broken relationship from cheating. And you might be trying to sit back and watch to see the result of it so that you should know if you should go back to somebody who cheated on you. Like, something in that relation, like, it has nothing to do with you, but you're waiting to see, like, well, what is the end result for them? Like, does this work out for them? Or, I don't know. It's like you want to learn from others' mistakes, I think is the best way of putting it. you don't want to be the guinea pig. You don't want to have to be the one to go try it and figure it out. You rather sit back and wait to see, like, okay, so-and-so did this. Well, let me sit back and see how this works out for them. And, you know, if it works out for them, you'll be like, okay, cool. Like, maybe I should try that for myself. If it doesn't work out for them, you're going to be like, yeah, see, that's exactly why I didn't, you know, jump into it. That's exactly why I waited. So it's like you're just sitting back watching an example play out right now. Yeah, not much you're going to do. I think you're also very scared of it. Okay. So in this deck, there's like different type of cards. This is the new moon card, okay? So the new moon represents like healing and shadow work. So really channeling those things that block you from moving forward, you know, dealing with traumas, insecurities, fears, things like that. But yours is in reverse. And it's night energy. So it's like, I think it's important that even though you're watching somebody else go through something, it's very important to remember that you are not that person. The way you think, move, react, and also very important that when you watch other people's situations, you never know what's going on behind closed doors. Even if someone is telling you all the details, they're telling it from their perspective, from their side. You know, it's kind of like the telephone game. Oh, they said this, but they really said that. Like, it's just, and it was like, well, if they would have said that, I would have responded this way. So you cannot watch somebody else's situation and expect your situation to be the same. So if you're watching somebody's relationship over there, that doesn't mean you're going to get the same outcome with yours either. So even if they do have a bad outcome, that doesn't mean yours will be bad. If they have a great outcome, that doesn't mean yours will be great. The truth of the matter is you have to do it yourself and find out. But I think you're just too scared, okay? Because you have the new moon in reverse. So it's like you're kind of running from those things that could potentially be causing you to grow. Like, it's a situation for you and whoever else. So you can't really base something off of that. Like, I get it. Who wants to be, you know, the guinea pig? Who wants to try that out themselves? But people are so different. And not only are we talking about you, but we're talking about an additional party. So you're making a lot of assumptions about how somebody else will react. You know, yes, people have habits and people have patterns in how they handle things, but people evolve. So you never really know exactly how things will turn out until you do it yourself. Okay. So it's kind of leave you in a position of being scared, and the best way you feel like you can handle it is by watching somebody else. But sometimes you just got to get your own feet wet to find out, because there is no telling how you and your party will handle situations just because somebody else, you know, somebody else's situation worked out that way. That's not really the best thing to do. Okay, Sag. Capricorn. What's coming towards my Capricorns today for Wednesday, December 22nd? What is coming towards my Capricorns? The Emperor. Okay. I like this for you guys because you guys were kind of in a tough position for a second here. Let's see if you're getting your mojo back. The full moon in reverse. The 5 of moons in reverse. Yeah, you are. The Fool card in reverse. So it's kind of like this. Like, just an example. Let's say you were like depressed and in the house, you didn't want to go anywhere, you didn't want to do anything, and then all of a sudden you decide like, all right, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna at least go run one errand today. You might not look your best, you might look a little dirty, hair might not be done, nails might not be cute, you might not look clean, you might not have on your cologne or your perfume, you might just, you know, look like you pulled yourself out of bed, but it is a step. It is a step. So you have to pat yourself on the back and say, okay, I was able to get myself together to do step 1. Okay, and for some of you guys, this might be about a breakup. I'm also hearing like, you know, you might finally go delete that thread, or you might start deleting some pictures, or you might finally, you know, take those albums, you know, the pictures of you guys down in the house, or just, it's a step in the right direction, if that's making sense. Like, no, you're not going full throttle with something yet, but at least you're doing something. You know, some of you guys might have also experienced a death, so my condolences to that. And that's another way. So let's say a parent died and you have to go through all their belongings. You know, that's something you have to do. You have to go through all their belongings and get rid of things, keep things. You know, a step might be that you can finally step in the house. You know, you might have not cleaned up anything, you might have not went through a drawer, but you went in the house. You can finally sit in the house. And I'm getting very emotional behind this, so I definitely want to send my condolences if somebody's going through this right now. I just think it's just, you know, it's a hard thing to do, but pat yourself on the back for doing one step. You don't have to jump in. You don't have to dive in head first into things if it's too emotional for you. I think this is about being very gentle with yourself. I like to use the word gentle. Being gentle. So like I said, you don't have to dive into this. Be gentle and be courteous to yourself. Think about your emotions and then go from there, okay? So if you take that step today, congratulations. You're one step closer to handling what you need to handle. It will be a tough thing to do, but you're one step further, okay? So sending you tons of love and light, Capricorns, to get through this situation. You know, it's a tough thing to have to do for you. Whatever it is, it's a tough thing that you have to do. I understand that. So just be generous and be kind to yourself. Be gentle as you go through this. Like, damn, I thought I would have this whole thing cleaned up by now. Well, you don't. It's okay. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope these resonated. Feel free to comment below. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share this video for more content. Turn on your notification bell because I do post these every single day. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.